New hope, new aspirations, same drama. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone back to a new season. Everything building now towards the imminent kickoff. Arsenal against Liverpool. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Arsenal against Liverpool. Arsenal decide to name a starting 11 that looks like this. Leno keeps goal for Pastathopoulos. David Luiz. Cedric Suarez. Tierney. Partey. Granit Xhaka. Ceballos. Pepe. Odegaard. Lacazette, tasked with leading the line. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Alexandre Lacazette. He really is a top-class striker, Peter. His movement's so sharp and instinctive, and his first touch is usually bang on, giving him the best possible opportunity of getting an effort away. He's not just a goal poacher, though. He puts in a good defensive shift too, pressing the opposition high up the pitch.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Pepe. Firmino. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
He made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there. Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
Oh, that's a waste.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort. Well, to have had a few attempts already in this game augurs well for what's to come. It's been a very bright start from them.
For Pastathopoulos. A chance! Crosses in a low one. Firmly met. Is it in? He's done very well to get to that.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Mohamed Salah to take it as usual.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
Ceballos. It's gone out for a throw-in. Henderson battles to win it back. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Firmino plotting from out on the right-hand side. Delivery from Firmino. Jordan Henderson. And he's there to hoof it away. Partey did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Firmino. It's well blocked, and back out it comes. Has a look and has a go. He's got away with one there. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. It's there! The contact was crisp and clean. That was just a rocket.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Liverpool take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lacazette. Partey passes it through. Going for goal! Has a pop! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he has a bit of a reputation from that sort of range, Peter, and he can't half-smack one.
Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And he has been fouled there. And it's Henderson. Looks to slip it through. Into the middle. No, that's not going to find its target. Robertson. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Drilled in low. Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Arsenal didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Now the pass. And he's there to cut it out. Spoon forward. Minamino brings the ball forward. Lobs it in gently. Arsenal get it back again. Out wide to the right. They've scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Liverpool take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other. It's a baffling decision to go it alone, Peter, when the odds were stacked against him. Just had to get his head up and look right.
Looks like a good ball through. And the flag has stayed down. Gets his head to it. More and more and more and more. They are running riot. looking to run away with it. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. David Luiz. No way through there. Out to the left it goes. He's gone for it! Danger averted for now. He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
Right in front of goal like that, and he's gone and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough.
Ball driven towards the far post. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Odegaard, Lacazette. Liverpool are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Van Dijk tries to get it forward quickly. Firmino needed to come up with a better ball.
He timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
For Pastathopoulos. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Disappointing finish in the end.
Oh, what a lovely first touch, and that allowed him the space to get the shot away. It's excellent technique.
Mohamed Salah with the ball through. Fires it in low. Jota knocks it away. Defence has got rid of that. And he should have made it 4.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Massive leap! Cedric Suarez boots it to safety. Shoots! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Salah. Now it's Henderson. Away from immediate danger. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. And just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Liverpool are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. Here we go again then. Firmino has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. That is wayward.
I think he's done very well to get into such a good position in front of goal, but he just couldn't put in the telling touch.
Who's going to make this theirs? Tierney. Henderson gets it back. And back to base. Matip. Robertson. That's a throw. Jordan Henderson. And that has put paid to that. Tries a through ball. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong.
When you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
Great leap! Loose ball, who's going to get that? Pepe can hoist it clear. Thiago. Oh, it's hit the post! Keeper's got his work done.
He was in such a great position in front of goal, and you'd expect him to score from there, but somehow he's missed it.
Towering header! Wonderful from Roberto Firmino! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella's definitely no slouch.
Liverpool tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Aimed long and direct. Looks to slip it through. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Keeper always had the measure of that.
That's a pretty powerful effort, because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
It so nearly came off for him.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
And it's Lacazette. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Firmino. Good strong hand by the keeper. Oh, terrific save.
Well, it was far from high caliber, Peter, and when you're shooting from that position, it needs to be just that, high caliber.
Arsenal have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
Up to meet it! And that has flown over. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Can he finish? Not out the best in the keeper. Is it in? He scores! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Liverpool totally rampant here. Liverpool are now in a position of total control. Robertson pumps it upfield. Ball's out on the left now. Gets up to head it! Couldn't quite steer it on target. Odegaard. Now it's Lacazette. Alexander-Arnold pumps it forwards. Salah swept in. Willian. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! And a second time. It's in. And again, they pile on the misery.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Arsenal look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Lacazette. Odegaard pushes it out wide. Now here's the through ball. Nicely controlled. Decent progress down the left. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Gets it into the middle. Great leap! Sticks it away! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
Robertson. Who's going to make this theirs? Now it's Roberto Firmino. Henderson with the ball through. And he can get that clear. Struck first time. Willian. And it's Firmino. Now it's Lacazette. Lacazette passes it through. Matip. He's still going. Where to next? It's bounced back off the post. Good clearance and very necessary. Robertson boots it upfield. Drills one in. Against the crossbar. Done very well to intervene. Fabinho That's really nice. Now, what next? Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Probably not his best option. I think goalkeepers are normally happy for players to have a go from there.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
It's Jordan Henderson! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, that's an illustration of how good they are on the break. I mean, all the pace and power needed to go at it with real vigour then.
He put on quite a show there.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. For Pastathopoulos. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Oh, denied at the last.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
In it goes! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction. I think the effort we can't fault, but the spatial awareness is clearly not a strong point.
Jota played out to the wing. And he's whipped it in low. Oh, taken with style! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Yeah, by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Robertson. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Ceballos. Thrust towards the front line. Back to the keeper and go again. Robertson. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. It's a good run down the left-hand side. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Drilled in low. And that's been repelled. There will be 4 extra minutes. Willian. Now the pass. Still going. Where to next? Oh, good interception. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Now it's Lacazette. And time is up. Liverpool get off to a flyer. They have hit the ground running and hopes for the season are high. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Oh, it's the perfect way for a team to start a campaign. They'll be really happy with their win, and in my opinion, they were good value for it.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.